Hi, I'm Sarah and thought I'd do another little garden update. Now you may have seen last month I planted some lettuce seedlings and thus far they're just not, some seeds, not some seedlings. Thus far they're just not springing up, so I've cheated. I just got some seedlings from Mitre 10. I noticed they were on special. They were $4.30 for 6 little wee lettuces, and I thought, well, lettuce at the moment is about $5 where I am for one single lettuce, so 6 of them for $4.30. If they grow, I'm winning. So I'm just going to plant these as opposed to waiting for the seeds, or as opposed to planting more seeds because it's getting a little bit late in the season for lettuce. Alright, so as you saw, I finally have got, well, not harvested, I got those sunflowers out of the out of my makeshift greenhouse. Excuse all the Lego and whatnot in the background, but you know, the way we roll. They have dried off nicely. Now what we need to do is rub all this stuff off. We're just doing on the towel. And then what's left, look at all these seeds. So we've got to, not sure if there's an easy way.
Hopefully there's an easy way.
Sunflower seeds. Oh, look at that. Sort of flick them when they come out. We're actually looking into something a bit different over the winter months. We've been planning this for years and we finally sort of had access to the resources to actually make a start to it, and that's getting into some hydroponics. So we're actually going to have a crack at growing tomatoes and lettuces indoors. But that will be another video for those who are interested in that. But just for now, I'll give you an update on what we've got going on in the garden. Now, as you can see, I've got my broccoli, my cauliflower, my red cabbage. That's all kind of, it's past its best, it's bolted, it's going to seed. However, I'm still using it. I'm still using the leaves from them, the flowers from them, even this little sort of, you know, the spindly heads. Because that's the thing with growing these things over the summer months, it is a bit warm for them, so they bolt really quickly. But you can still use them. I've been actually coming out here most days because I do a lot of sort of one pot type dinners. I like to come out here and I just grab some little end bits, some flowers, a handful of leaves from the pumpkins, some leaves from my beetroot, and I come out with a big handful of stuff that you normally potentially wouldn't think about using, but even though a lot of this stuff is sort of bolting and everything, you can still use it. There's still a lot of nutrition there. So excuse the fact that I haven't weeded in ages. I do actually have some onions planted around here and I'm not sure if they're showing signs of life or not. I've never had much success with onions in the past. However, my leeks are all springing up nicely, and I've actually got some smaller leeks as well all planted through here. They just, you know, you can see there, that's one of them coming up. I think that's grass, but that's one. So I have got a whole heap of leeks planted there. I also planted some carrot seeds along this strip. However, I don't know if they're coming up. I don't know if it's just been a bit cold for them or what, but I thought I'd give it a go. So there's my tomatoes, which are finally doing something after I got them in the garden a bit early in the season. And I thought they actually just kind of died off. I didn't bother putting trellis up for them or anything, so I thought they were goners. But they suddenly shot out. So yeah, I'm finally getting some tomatoes. Bit late, but better late than never. Over here is where I planted the carrot seedlings, so hopefully I'll be able to harvest them during winter. I've also got some spinach on the go and a row of bok choy over there. Got one of my pumpkin plants which accidentally grew there, which is starting to die off. That's producing a few pumpkins on the floor. Now of course here's my yams. I'm still sort of waiting for the right time to harvest them. I might put some words up above as to the right time to harvest them because I can't remember, but I believe like potatoes they have to die off. The plan with those yams is actually, if they turn out good, if it turns out we can actually grow them all right and the kids like them and we can do stuff with them, next time I'm not going to grow them in bags. I'm actually going to grow them in that bath over there. It was used as a bit of a makeshift trough at one stage. We have other troughs set up now, so yeah, I'm gonna shift that bath, drag it over here and make that my yam growing place, because you don't want to plant them in with your main veggies. I still have some lettuces on the go, some bigger ones which you'll see I actually got from Maida Tena's seedlings, and some of the actual seeds that I planted are finally starting to spring up. Might be a bit late for them, but I can still pick the little leaves off them for now. So in this sort of blank spot here, you can't really see very well, but I do have some very little. I've got a few more cabbages, cauliflower and broccoli planted, so I'm hoping that they might do well over winter. Fingers crossed. I suck at growing things over winter, so we'll see. As my pumpkin, I actually grew a couple of cucumbers. I picked the last one yesterday. Look at that. That's a decent pumpkin. That is the biggest pumpkin I've ever grown. That's a more normal size of one. But I've got a few pumpkins going on, which is awesome. There's one hiding down there. Got another one hiding there. Another little fella down there. I think I've got about 10 pumpkins all together, between the ones growing illegally down the side there and the ones that have spread around here. With pumpkins, you'll notice the plants are starting to die off, which is good, because I want to... Oh, just noticed another one. Another one there. Which is good because you want the plants to die off completely before you harvest the pumpkins. You actually want this stem here to go completely brown and die off before you harvest the pumpkins, ideally. Another little baby one there. My cherry tomatoes, they've been doing great. They've been doing so good. I've been coming every day and just picking through and grabbing a handful of them every day, and they've just been going in kids' lunch boxes. Loving them. I'm not sure when I'll do my next sort of veggie patch type updates. We are going to be looking into the hydroponics thing over winter. I have got a few things planted. Fingers crossed I'll be able to keep some things on the go. But we'll just see how we go. I think once I get rid of the pumpkins, I'll probably just look at covering it up with cardboard or something. It encourages worms. Get some compost on there, just rejuvenate the soil a little bit until next spring, when it's sort of ideal time for planting more things. I've never had luck planting in the middle of winter. It just doesn't work. I hope these videos are of some inspiration to people. Leave me a comment, subscribe, and we'll keep you posted with how our hydroponics plan is going. Bye.